that is for what happened on Sunday. This is Bulbous. My name is James.
I'm Adam.
We got somewhat of a lot to talk about. Not really, sort of. We got the review of the NFL AFC title and NFC title game, and we'll give our predictions next week because next week is Super Bowl and all.
You don't want to predict the Pro Bowl?
Who the fuck cares about the goddamn fucking Pro Bowl, man? Like what?
Bears fans?
Yes. Bears fans, exactly. So and Ravens fans right now.
Fans?
And Ravens fans right now, and Patriots fans.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you, Patriots fans. This is all weird. I don't know what that was going on. Maybe I don't know. We're just gonna move a little bit over here. Yeah, that looks good, right?
Yep.
Not as good as our Packers or Titans. Not our Titans, but so let's start with the AFC title game.
Yep.
When the Chiefs were down 10-0, did you honestly think the Titans were going to win that game?
No.
Nope. I didn't either. Patrick Mahomes is playing out of his fucking mind. He's playing like he did last year.
I mean, I would have been more confident with that than the Texans won, just because the Titans just run the ball and take up 90 minutes of time. And
and they could have won a 17-13 game,
but no.
But that didn't happen. And Patrick Mahomes looks like Patrick Mahomes of last year's regular season.
Yeah.
And they put it stomping on Tennessee and Kansas City. And Andy Reid is going to his second Super Bowl. So, good for him. You know what? I hope he gets a ring.
Probably will.
I know. Probably will. Possibly. But no, next week we're gonna do all the predictions. Yeah. We're gonna do all the crazy predictions. So color of Gatorade, how long what do you call it? The national anthem is gonna be, to are we gonna see some nip slips to the halftime show? Maybe. I don't know if that's gonna be on Bovada or not. Probably not. But we'll get to all that awesome, fun, great shit. But I do want to ask, Tennessee, are they for real, or was this just a Cinderella story and that's it? Yeah, that's good. Or are they gonna get better next year, or was this just they went 9-7, they popped in the playoffs because Houston didn't want to play any of their starters, and which one is it? What kind of Titans team are we going to see next year and for the following years?
I think they could be somewhere and be 9-7 again next year. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs again at 9-7.
Yeah,
but
that's a tough division.
They'll probably stick around there. Depends on what they do on quarterback. If they keep Tannehill, or if they try to draft one, or if they keep Mariota for some reason, or. It depends on what they do.
I agree. I think they're going to stick around as a 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 team. They do need a quarterback to do better. I mean, if they want to go farther, they could be a wild card next year, kind of like this year, if their cards play right. I think they're going to keep Tannehill. I think they're gonna pay him. It's just that he's not gonna look as good as he did this year, next year.
He might not have to. They might just
run the ball.
Do basically what the Niners do: have him throw five times a game and run it 62, and just let Henry wear out Henry.
That's what they did in the playoffs. Honestly, Tennessee before they ran into Kansas City, they did against New England.
Yeah.
I mean. Tannehill had 68 yards against New England and 72 yards against fucking Baltimore.
Yeah.
They did not throw the ball at all. They do have an amazing little wide receiver, A.J. Brown. I like A.J. Brown a lot. He's really good. I think he's going to turn into a star.
Plus they have Corey Davis.
Yeah, and they have Corey Davis. I just don't...
And Delaney Walker.
And Delaney Walker. I just don't think Ryan Tannehill is the perfect fit. I think his ceiling was what we just saw. I don't think there is another step higher for Tannehill, but I think Tennessee's going to keep him. Because I think they have the team. They think they have the team to make another deep run next year, which I don't think they do. But I think they're going to keep him, and they'll probably go another 9-7, maybe make the playoffs, maybe not. So our Packers, I'll say this. they deserved to be in the NFC title game.
Yeah.
They deserved it because the Vikings upset the Saints, and the Saints didn't have to come to Green Bay, and God only knows what could have happened.
Even if the Saints came to Green Bay, I think no matter what, I think we would have won the game in Green Bay.
Because their running game wasn't that
Not
great.
just that, because then you have to have 50-year-old Drew Brees travel to the cold and the snow.
And it was a little snowy against Seattle that game. It was a little cold.
Plus, I think just I have a feeling even if the Saints came to Green Bay, the Packers still would have ended up winning that game.
Could have been. I would give Saints a 60% chance.
Plus, with how the Saints looked against
Minnesota. Well, yeah, Minnesota's defense just stopped them. But I will say that the Packers deserved to be in the NFC title game because they deserved the bye week.
Yeah.
And they deserved
they didn't lose a game in the division all year.
And they didn't lose a division game all year. They went 6-0. And they deserved to beat Seattle in Green Bay.
Mm.
And they deserved to be in the NFC title game.
Yeah.
But with that said, oh boy, the 49ers really looked good. It looked... I'll even say it looked embarrassing that Mostert just... destroyed us. Like, it wasn't even...
But that's also kind of Pettin's fault. Because all year, Pettin said, I don't care about stopping the run. I just want to stop teams from passing.
Well, guess what happened? It showed. It really showed. I mean, they were in 3-wide shotgun and giving the ball to Mostert, and there was lanes and gaps open for miles.
Yeah. But I mean, in that formation, there's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want.
But we didn't have the linebackers. Yeah. I mean, we got Blake Martinez, but
even him, he's a good tackler, but he's not
right.
He's not really that good.
He's not great. He's a good second linebacker, but he's our star linebacker. Yeah. That's sort of a problem. But yeah, it's interesting that fucking Jimmy Garoppolo throws 6 fucking times. And it's like, yes, we have the Smith brothers. They're fucking beasts. But you're not going to get sacks if they're going to drop back only 6 times.
Yeah.
They literally ran the ball all over us, and we couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop it. Kudos to the Niners. The Niners showed that they are the cream of the crop of the NFC, and there's no doubt about that. There isn't. We'll see how they do in the Super Bowl, and we'll give our picks next week. But
I will say this about the game, at no point was it really close. Even though the end score was only down 14.
Yeah.
But the end of the game kind of showed on the on the Packers, at least for next year, who actually wanted to play the whole game. Was Sternberger and Lazard and Adams still making plays?
Yeah.
And Savage was still trying to hit people still.
Exactly. Well, he's a rookie. Yeah. He should be doing that, you know.
Yeah, but when you're getting blown out, it's easy to just be like, oh well, fuck it, I don't care.
Fuck it, we're dead anyway. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And at least showed the players that they actually wanted to play and still tried. So that was good. I think. They need another middle linebacker because Martinez, I don't think you can re-sign him at this point because he's going to want top linebacker money. He's really not a top linebacker in the league.
For a rookie,
or you sign another free agent.
Yeah, and I don't know. We'll get to that later on in the years, but in the months. But
or they let Burks play, who has the speed and is a good tackler too. They just haven't let him play because they've had Martinez.
Exactly. But I'm going to ask the same question as the loser as the AFC title game. Where do you see our Packers next year?
They're going to win the division again because the Bears are going to be bad again. Lions are the Lions.
Lions are the Lions. They proved that very well. Vikings are still going to be there.
Vikings defense will keep them there, but I don't trust their offense is actually going to do any better because they still have Kirk Cousins as a quarterback.
True, but they could still win the division. The Packers went 6-0 in the division. We said it ourselves. If they get a blip and go 5-1 or even 4-2 and go with say a 10-6 record, that could still win the division.
Yeah.
Or
the
Vikings could hop over with an 11-5, and we could get a wild card,
but they also
which I think
won the
could
division
happen.
and they won a game against the Vikings, the first game of the year, where the Packers really didn't look that good. They gave up like 180 yards rushing to Dalvin Cook, and they still ended up winning the game.
Well, yeah, because
and even the second game
isn't as disgusting as the Niners.
And yeah, the second game, Dalvin didn't play, but they tried throwing more, and that's when you end up beating the Vikings when you make Kirk Cousins throw. So like I don't know. I don't trust the Vikings offense because you'd have to assume honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if LaFleur would have fired Patton after that game, just because of how bad it was. But he didn't, because he said they've made small improvements.
Patton's second year? Second year. It's
third year. No, it's his third year, because he had 1 year with McCarthy, too.
Yeah, he had 1 year with, 2 years with McCarthy. Because,
yeah.
But no, Patton, still keep him, but he needs to change his ways just a tiny bit. Because, we could go toe to toe with a passing offense, but when we run into those rushing offense teams, we get fucked over. Yeah. And go on, because I got a crazy stat.
I did like kind of what LaFleur said after the game, where he basically said he was pissed off that seemingly no one actually showed up until the end of the game. No one showed up like they actually wanted to play.
Yeah.
That the defense was terrible, and that there was no excuse for it.
Defense was bad.
And it was funny because
they would just let people go through.
Because even some of the guys on the score talked about that and said how they liked kind of what LaFleur said, where he was in the NFC title game, but he was pissed off of it because the team didn't perform. Where you compare it to the Bears GM and coach who acted happy to be A&A. Where they were A&A and they were oh, we did a lot of good things this year. We showed a lot of improvement, and we're making good.
LaFleur was just no.
Pissed off, and
LaFleur was just no. I understand we were 7.5 point dogs. But what we just showed out there was embarrassing and disgusting, and it was on defense. It was, there's no hiding it.
But I will say this, and I was thinking this while I was watching the game. They lost that game the first drive when they didn't go for it on 4th and 1 when they could have, and when they were moving the ball that first drive.
Yeah,
they basically
we were down 7-0, right?
No, that was the first drive of the game.
0-0.
Yeah, and. Because we stopped them the first drive.
Yeah.
But when they didn't go for it on 4th and 1, when it was basically in their territory, and the Packers were moving the ball most of the game, that kind of lost it. And I think they're going to try to find another center too. Yes. Because Lindsley fucked up a lot in that game too.
And Balaga's getting older.
But Balaga didn't really have as many problems as Lindsley was having.
Lindsley was a little bit rough, but
and then they're gonna obviously let Graham go. Probably gonna re-sign Mercedes Lewis because he's still
and
performs
Jimmy
a little
Graham.
bit.
Well, Jimmy Graham might be let go or even retire.
Yeah.
I got 2 more questions on the NFL, the NFC, and AFC. I'm gonna save the easy one for last, but Niners are going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Win or lose, what do you think they're going to do next year?
I mean,
because I have a crazy stat. All right, before you answer that, I got a crazy stat. The 49ers ran more times against the Packers in this game than the Bears did in 2 games this year.
Yeah.
That just shows right there that Matt Nagy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay, week 1, I get it. It's week 1. You don't know who's going to be good or bad on passing or rushing offense or defense. But the last game, the Bears against the Packers, the last game, you're not going to run the ball against that subpar rushing defense? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. So I just thought it was a really funny stat. The Niners, in 1 game, in the NFC title game, ran more times than the Bears did in 2 games this year against the Packers.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, back to the Niners.
I don't know if they'll really do much. Maybe they'll add another receiver
Because last year, do you see them winning the division? Do you see them being another powerhouse? Do you see them having a setback? Do you see them in the mix? Because the Rams in their division last year looked amazing. 2 years in a row. They looked disgustingly good. Their defense was sick. They had the running game with Gurley going. And then all of a sudden this year, Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah. I could see them falling back and either Rams moving back up or the Seahawks moving back up. Just because I think a lot of times, kind of like you saw with teams that adjusted to the Bears this year, you'll see teams adjust to the Niners defense and adjust to that offense. Yeah.
Just like Sam Bradford was supposed to be better this year, and
he wasn't. Goff.
Oh, yeah. Wow! Where the fuck am I? 2011? Yeah, Jared Goff, same guy in a weird way.
So yeah, I was just looking. I saw 2 inside linebacker free agents. They're both actually really good. One's on your team in Madden.
Littleton?
Corey Littleton and Joe Schubert are free agent.
Nice. So this is how I'm going to say it. And you know what? Mark this down on January 23rd. I am going to make a bold prediction on the NFC West next year. No team, and I better remember this for my crazy fucking bold predictions of the Lions making the playoffs somehow. No
and the
team.
Packers and Vikings missing it.
Yes, and the Bears and Lions making it. Wow.
And the Saints winning the Super Bowl.
But I did have Kansas City.
Well, you had the Saints
had Kansas City.
You had the Saints winning. So no matter what, that pick is wrong.
I'm 1 for 2.
But you had the wrong team winning, so no matter what, the pick is wrong.
No, I don't care. I'm 1 for 2. I had the AFC
50%. That's not a good.
In the NFL, that's fucking amazing.
If you're Nagy, it is.
Oh my god. So here's my bold prediction. The winner of the NFC West will have 10 wins or less.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because that division is going to be so fucking tough. All of them are going to beat
the Cardinals will be better.
Yes, they will. That offense next year is going to look good. I'm telling you. They might still be a 6-10 team or 7-9 team, but that offense is going to put up points and it's going to win some games in the division, especially in Arizona, if their home games. But those 4 teams are going to beat the holy motherfucking hell out of each other. And there's going to be injuries and all 4 of them. A 10-6 team will win that division. I just don't know who. I don't think it's going to be the Cardinals, but it's either going to be the Rams, the Seahawks, or the Niners. They're going 10-6. They'll be the 3rd seed or 4th seed. Probably 3rd seed.
Depending on the 7-9 NFC.
Yeah, exactly. The 7-9 Dallas Cowboys or something with Mike McCarthy. Yeah. All right, and then I'll save the easiest one for last. Kansas City, what are they going to do next year? Win or lose? Win or lose the Super Bowl?
Win the division again.
Yeah, probably another 11-5, 12-4. Probably bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who's your douche of the week? Do we have any douches?
I'll say Patton just because of the way the defense performed.
Okay.
And the fact that, like he said, he doesn't care about stopping the run. He just wants to stop people from passing. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense in the league now because 99% of the offenses are just passing offenses. So.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But when you run into those juggernaut running teams, and guess what? The top 4 teams in rushing were in the divisional round playoff.
Yeah.
You had Baltimore, you had Frisco, you had Minnesota, and you had Tennessee.
Yeah.
You had those 4, and they were all right there.
And also, you'd think even if that's not his focus, you'd think they'd be better against it because the Packers had a top 10 rushing offense too.
They did.
So you'd think, practicing against it, like they learned how to slow it down a bit.
They're like, nope, let's just probably practice on passing defense. So yeah, I believe on that one. My douche of the week. Oh man, I got two in mind, and I just want to say that I feel sorry for somebody. And you know what? No. And you know what? I'm going to say he's my douche of the week, but I'm going to feel sorry for him at the same time. And that is Mr. Antonio Brown. He shows that. He is.
He doesn't have CTE.
Yes, he does. He was fine his first 5 years in the season. He was one of those dudes that just shut up, kept quiet, and made amazing seasons after amazing seasons.
CTE is the repetitive head traumas. He hasn't had one concussion.
We don't know that.
They report him now.
What the fuck kind of... Is he doing bath salts? Like, seriously? Dude, this guy... I forgot what he did last week.
Look at the one receiver that they had, who was on the Browns, that randomly jumped out of the back of a moving pickup truck to chase his girlfriend.
Is that Landry?
No.
That was... Oh, I know.
Or Plaxico Burrs, who shot himself in the leg. Like, sometimes people are so stupid.
The dude that went off the truck, didn't he die?
Yeah.
That's right, he died.
And Plaxico Burrs shot himself in the leg.
Yeah, he did.
Sometimes people are just stupid.
Well... I don't know, man. I think it's CTE. You still get hit. You're getting hit full head on. And this guy is nuts. You don't turn nuts in a year and a half out of nowhere. This dude was silent. He was like AJ...
Murderers do, so he's
Aaron Hernandez. This guy was like AJ Green. You didn't hear a fucking peep out of this guy. And all of a sudden, he's doing the craziest motherfucking shit in the world. And now him and his trainer, who jumped a fucking truck driver, they arrest the trainer yesterday or 2 days ago. And now I was going to say Antonio Burris. Antonio Brown turned himself into the guy. This guy is nuts. He is insane. I wouldn't trust him. He needs a padded room, man. He needs a padded room. This is the thing.
You can't blame CTE for every time someone's a fucking idiot. Sometimes a person's just an idiot.
Oh, no, I know. There's a lot of idiots out there. There's a lot of idiots
and
out
also,
there.
I could see it not being that, because I could also see another side where, one, he was seeing his career was coming to an end.
But he's still youngish.
He fucked himself with that stupid cryotherapy stuff where he fucking frostbit his foot.
Yeah.
Then he got in trouble for the sexual assault with the woman.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just he's fucking stupid, and all this is just coming to light now.
Well, then I guess these is my douche of the week because of his most recent actions. I actually do have 2 more questions, and in NFL, because we just had a couple retirements, and I'll go with the easy one. Luke Kuechly, Hall of Fame or not? Yeah, I agree. Hall of Fame. Luke Kuechly. Oh, I got another question after this. Eli Manning.
He shouldn't be, but he will be because of the 2 Super Bowls.
And his last name
Performance-wise, he should not be.
Agreed.
Because he doesn't have anywhere near the...
Is Terry Bradshaw in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Well, then guess what? I'm sorry to say, but Eli Manning then deserves it. If Terry Bradshaw is in the Hall of Fame, then Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame too. And I hate to say that.
So the only concussion Brown ever had was January 9th, 2016.
This makes a lot of sense! Well, that was 4 years
2016.
ago. Oh, man. I think I have a concussion.
Otherwise, it was a knee sprain, a hip sprain, a calf tear, and an ankle sprain. He only has one concussion.
So you're saying that this guy...
Unless that was like the most severe concussion ever fucking diagnosed.
Who was it? A fucking Theismann, right?
Yeah.
No, Theismann, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. The other question is, or the other thing... Oh, man. God, now all these things are coming to me and I want to talk about it. MLB. Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Who didn't vote for Derek Jeter to get in the Hall of Fame? He got 99.6%. That means one person did not vote him in. Who is it?
I wouldn't love just to be a dick.
And well, guess what? I honestly, I've been telling all friends, it's got to be the Boston Globe guy.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Or someone from Chicago, just to be
No, we're all cool around that.
Not really.
No.
We used to have
Boston
Jay
Globe.
Mariotti used to have a vote.
Yeah, but no, it's either got to be the Boston Globe guy or the Toronto guy
Or Tampa.
or Baltimore or Tampa. It has to be.
Or a Mets writer.
I think I like that one. Because they want to be that one guy. They want to be that one guy like, yeah, I didn't fucking vote him in. Fuck him. He doesn't get unanimous. I think it's hilarious. I do want to say something really cool.
And all Hall of Fames are kind of a joke. Just because, like, so many of them, like, wait until people die before they put them in.
Well, the MLB...
Like, Ron Santo should have been in before he died.
Yeah.
Because he was an amazing player. But they should have waited until like the day after he died. Oh, you're in the Hall of Fame now.
They should honestly have statistical standards to get to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Did you agree?
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Which would keep Eli Manning out.
Exactly.
And Joe Flacco.
And well, he's not going to get in anyway. He's not. I hate to say it.
Because he's not that good.
He's not that good to be in the Hall of Fame. But it will keep people like Terry Bradshaw out and all that shit. But there should be a statistical grading scale instead of, oh yeah, maybe him. Oh yeah, that guy too. But with that said, I got to say that the other person that's going to the Hall of Fame in the MLB, I have a childhood connection with, in a way. And it's through video games. When back in like MLB, 97, I think it was. I think I was MLB 97 on PlayStation. My dad and I would always do like 5 or 7 game series, and I would always pick the Colorado Rockies because they had a great team, and I always hit home runs all the fucking time with your 2020 Hall of Famer, Larry Walker. I loved Larry Walker when I was 9, 10, 11 years old. I every time that I was playing baseball games, I would always try to get him on my team or do a fantasy draft with him. I watched him. He's one of my favorite hitters of all time. Him and Frank Thomas and Larry Walker is one of my favorite non-Cub and non-White Sox players of all time.
Here's one thing I
love you, Larry Walker, and you deserve it. Fucking deserve it.
One, if he got in, I think when he's eligible, Todd Helton might get in.
Yeah,
because Helton was the same.
Yeah.
And also, I don't give a shit about like the steroid stuff anymore. Fucking Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa should be in.
And Kurt Schilling.
Yeah.
Kurt Schilling was at 70%.
Yeah.
He was close.
Yeah.
He did about 18 to 20 votes away. I don't know how many years he has left.
Yeah.
But he deserves it.
Yeah.
Kurt Schilling, I don't give a fuck. Kurt Schilling deserves it.
Well, yeah, but Sosa deserves it. It's Bonds and McGuire.
Rafael Palmeiro, even though his time is up, he's gone. But no, Larry Walker, tried and true. Great guy.
Yeah.
Great fucking guy. Love him. Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Let's go. Fuck.
So, first match is Intercontinental title. Shinsuke versus Braun Strowman.
Regular match, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Shinsuke because of outside interference. It's going to be a DQ.
I don't think it's going to be a DQ. I think he was going to win. But Zayn and Cesaro will distract him.
Yeah.
Sheamus versus Shorty G.
Sheamus in like 10 seconds.
Yep, Sheamus is going to kill.
Stupidly disgusting. Yes.
Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo for the U.S. title.
Andrade. He just won on Monday Night Raw. And
match. I mean, he's had it for a while.
But
I think Humberto wins, but it's going to be at WrestleMania or after us or Backlash, one of those.
I agree.
Yeah. Roman Reigns versus Corbin in the Falls Count Anywhere match.
I'm going to say Corbin because of Falls Count Anywhere, and no one's going to really help Roman Reigns. Usos, okay, but no. Roman Reigns is going to lose because there's something else that's going to terribly happen.
I think Reigns wins just because I think the Usos get involved and he ends up winning the match.
Wait, you think Roman Reigns is going to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Usos get involved and help Roman win. Women's title match, Bayley versus Lacey Evans.
They're going to keep going with the Bayley. I say Bayley on this one.
Yeah. Raw women's title match, Becky versus Asuka.
This is Becky.
Yeah.
Becky will get her revenge from last year of losing the title to Asuka last year, and that's when she went in the Royal Rumble and won it and faced Ronda. But no, Becky Lynch gets her revenge.
And one interesting thing happened actually on NXT because of what Becky said on backstage, where she said, "I want people to stop calling them women's matches and just call them matches." They changed the NXT women's title to the NXT Championship.
I like it. I fucking
But
like
it's going to get confusing because the men's title is actually also the NXT Championship.
Well, in Impact, there's a woman Impact champion, so...
No, it's the Knockouts Championship.
Yeah,
in Impact.
Yeah, but she has the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, but she's about to lose it because her contract is up in 2 weeks.
She's going to go away?
Yeah.
She's going to NXT?
No.
AEW?
NXT doesn't want her because of the other shit she's
so she's going to AEW.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or Ring of Honor.
Yeah, right.
The Fiend versus Bryan for the title.
In a strap match.
Yeah.
What is a fucking strap match? I'm sorry.
They used to have it, Dusty used to have
Oh, Eddie Guerrero and JBL was in one, right?
The strap to your arm, and you had to be attached to each other. You couldn't, run away or get out.
Well, Wyatt's going to win. The Fiend is going to win.
Well, the reason I think Wyatt wins is because if the strap is... But if the strap is the normal length, they have them. I don't think Bryan's going to be able to do his running knee if he's attached.
You could do a whiplash or something, think
of trying to do a running knee when your arm is hooked to the other person. I don't think he's going to actually be able to get up because his arm would have to go all the way back to get it done.
That's true.
I mean, he might go back to doing the ball lock or something.
Yeah, exactly. He'll do the yes lock.
But I think
Wyatt.
Bray wins.
Yeah, Fiend wins for sure. But it's gonna be a fun match.
Women's Royal Rumble match.
Shayna. I think I am more confident out of the two Royal Rumbles. I think this is the most confident I am. I think they want to make a statement that NXT is part of the top three. It's not just little baby anymore. Even though they won Survivor Series, they want to make sure that it's top three. Shayna Baszler is going to win this Royal Rumble. Guaranteed. I'll put money on it.
Say Ronda Rousey. I think she comes back and wins and gets her revenge on Becky.
If she's ready, because isn't she on maternal leave? She preggers? Somebody get the news! Is Ronda Rousey preggers?
She is. They were trying, but I think she said she's gonna come back soon. I don't think she is. I think they were trying, but I know she was hurt because she broke her fucking finger doing that 911 show.
Shit. Yeah. Well, yeah. Here, let me look it up. We're gonna get some new news right here. Hold on. Oh, Jesus.
No, she's not. She wants to get pregnant, but she's not.
She's not?
No.
Alright, cool.
But, yeah, I think Rousey comes back and wins the Rumble and gets her revenge on Becky. Alright.
Okay, well, I that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane, but I think Shayna Baszler is going to win, and then she's going to pick Becky.
Yeah. Men's Royal Rumble match.
We got a little bit more time because the guy that just texted me to get in the Madden game said, can you give me 45 minutes extra? So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go a little bit longer.
So Men's Rumble.
We're all going to be disappointed. I'm telling you this right now. They need to make the Men's Royal Rumble the first match of the night because it's just going to piss everybody off. And I'm going to give you who eliminates Brock Lesnar. I'm going to give you the winner of the Royal Rumble. And everybody is going to be absolutely fucking pissed. And no one's going to like this Royal. It's going to be one of the top 5 worst Royal Rumbles of all time. I'm calling it right now. You're going to have stupid-ass motherfucking Cain Velasquez throw Brock Lesnar out over the top rope. Oh, and I'm going to give you the highlight of the whole Royal Rumble, too. And Cain Velasquez is going to have his little rivalry with Brock Lesnar for maybe not WrestleMania. I'm praying and hoping that it's not for WrestleMania, but it'll probably be for Elimination Chamber or Fastlane, the two pay-per-views before WrestleMania, before you maybe get a Drew McIntyre versus Brock or something. I'm hoping and praying it's like that, but it's gonna happen. The winner, Roman Reigns. It's Roman Reigns. It is. And we're gonna get Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns versus The Fiend at WrestleMania. That's what we're getting.
I think 3 things. 1, I think Edge and Punk are going to be in the Rumble.
Nope. I don't even think one.
Because there's so far
maybe Edge.
Only 26 or 20 confirmed people counting the NXT superstars.
20?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of jobbers.
Well, the jobbers are part of the confirmed people. They have all.
Is R-Truth confirmed?
Yeah,
because he's going to be my highlight.
R-Truth is confirmed.
I think the greatest thing in the world is going to happen in the world. I want you to say yours first because I got the predicted highlight of the whole Royal Rumble.
But yeah, I think Edge and Punk are going to.
Punk, I don't think so.
Punk. The reason I think he is because they did something really interesting on Raw and SmackDown this week. Or last week with SmackDown because
I know it's weird.
But
I don't like SmackDown.
I do because it wasn't Tuesday. It wasn't going to work because they wanted to separate it between days.
I get it.
You can't put it on Wednesday because the NXT's on Wednesday,
and you can't put it on Thursday.
And the reason they didn't put it on Thursday is because of Thursday Night Football. Because they already go against football on Monday, they don't want to go on Thursday. But I think Punk's going to end up because. Normally, when Punk was on backstage, they'd say, they'd basically say, even on WWE programming, who's going to be on backstage, where it's Punk and everyone else. But they weren't saying it. And they did 4 different commercials during each show about the backstage because that's the one Becky Lynch was going to be on. But they didn't ever say CM Punk was going to be on. They're trying to, even though he's on that show, they're trying to get people to kind of forget about him, and then when he comes out, it's a bigger thing. And it's also because during backstage, Paige...
He said Keith Lee's going to win it.
Yeah. That doesn't mean...
No, I know.
He's not going to be I'm going to win it. Oh, I'm in it, so...
But Paige was... who was toying around this thing? Paige is going to win both of them. Or Paige
said she was going to be in the men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think she's going to
be... Yeah, I think she's going to be the one.
I honestly think she's going to be in it. And I think Nia Jax is going to be in it, too.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think Nia Jax is going to be in the men's one, too. No. That's one of your surprise ones. As much as you hate it.
I think Paige will be in it. But I also think Paige will eliminate Asuka and Kyrie because they turned on her and the thing.
I like it.
But yeah, I think Punk and Edge are going to be in it.
Edge I could see more than anything. I think Kane's going to be in it too.
Well, yeah.
He's been around.
Kane will be in
it. Edge, I think he's going to be in it, and it's going to be very interesting because I don't know who he's going to go after. Because I don't think he's going to win.
No.
But
if someone returning was going to win, it would probably be Punk, just to make him happy.
Just to make it chaos.
Yeah.
But
But here's the other thing, too. You think Kane's going to eliminate Brock. I think Brock's going to eliminate Kane as soon as Kane comes out.
Yeah, Brock's going to throw him over the
I think Punk's going to eliminate Brock. Because then you get the Heyman...
Brock Lesnar.
What Heyman did originally when he turned on Punk to go with Brock, then you'll have it the other way around.
WWE is like so terrible with trying to go with storylines from like 10, 12, 15 years ago. They're terrible.
This is a storyline from a few years ago. Where Heyman turned on Brock for a little while. Because what's a new storyline, really? But like the same
Lana.
Well, no, the same thing was. That's not even new. That's not new either. Terrible. That's not new either.
I know.
Because it was the same thing with Stephanie and Triple H storyline.
And Lita and Matt Hardy and all that shit.
Okay. It's the same thing it's the same thing with South Park, where South Park had the joke, "Oh, the Simpsons did it." What's actually a new storyline that's never been done before? Like, what's never been done before in wrestling?
Yeah, no, but they don't follow storylines from like 15 years ago. They just don't anymore. They're like, oh, just bleh.
They do because they keep redoing them. And same with AEW is kind of redoing them too, even though they're a new company.
Whatever.
But yeah, I think Punk's going to eliminate Brock. And actually, I think Owens is going to win.
I really hope so. That would be
because they kind of put him like
awesome.
back in the background the past few weeks with the Seth rivalry, and like and Owens and Joe had that little like thing where like basically saying like, "Oh, we're aligned, but in the Rumble,
right?
I'm going to eliminate you." And I think Owens.
Awesome.
I think either Owens or AJ Styles are going to end up winning.
What if this happens? What if it's Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins is in it, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah. Roman Reigns, Rollins, and Owens are the last three.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are kind of, they want to work together, but they're kind of combating against each other because Rollins is now sort of heel, and Roman Reigns is face. And then when they're kind of like talking to each other, Kevin Owens clotheslines both of them out and wins it all. That I would.
But I could even see it a little further. I could see the last four actually being Joe, Owens, Reigns,
so
and
it's kind of a 2v2.
So
2v2.
like you'll have those two in the corner, kind of like going to like try to help each other out, and then
maybe Rollins try to turn on Reigns.
And then Joe and Owens just go after both of them,
and then you just have
Joe and Owens last two.
Maybe Owens and Reigns. But, you're going to have Reigns top two. That's guaranteed to happen. The highlight of the Royal Rumble match itself.
I think Baron might eliminate Reigns earlier. Just because, like... Okay, the last two things like this happened. One was with the Batista thing, and like everybody hated it, and I think they kind of learned from that. The other time, everyone was like sure of who was going to win the Rumble was with Daniel Bryan. Like everyone's like, oh, Daniel Bryan's definitely going to win this Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan's definitely going to win this Royal Rumble. No, it was the next one, too.
Oh,
everyone was like, Daniel Bryan's definitely... And it was Orton.
That's right.
And everyone's like, Daniel Bryan's definitely going to win this Rumble. Like, I think WWE at this point knows people leak their stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they put things out there so people are like, oh, I know who's going to win now. And then they're just like, oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. So...
Because I think, by SummerSlam, I think it's going to be Roman versus Bray.
Yeah.
But
I think a Hell in a Cell or some crazy shit.
And at that point, Bray will lose.
Probably. Because, they're
time.
Still saying Bray's going to hold the title for a long time.
And that's why I don't think it's going to be Roman. Because if it's Roman...
Well, no, because if they do a triple threat of...
then Bray will lose. Yeah. Either if he's good.
Unless Bray wins this match and then Roman goes back down to like upper mid card, faces some more people, and then comes back up for SummerSlam and then wins in some crazy fucked up match.
But no, I think this is going to be like the Rumble from I think like 3 years ago when Shinsuke won. Where it was just kind of like out of nowhere. I know he lost in the end with the title.
But I think
it kind of came out of like nowhere that he won the Rumble.
He was a favorite, though. He was favorite. He was favorite to win the Rumble. He was one of the favorites. He was. I remember. Because they had Asuka and Shinsuke. And I think Asuka was sort of a, not favorite, but like, oh, wow, holy fuck, let's go, Asuka. Yeah. But Shinsuke was favored to win that because they wanted AJ versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania.
Yeah. But I think Owens ends up winning because everybody backstage seems like really happy with him.
I hope so.
Then Owens
check Bovada on this
gets his little bit of revenge on Brock for that whole Goldberg-Owens thing, and then leading to the Brock-Goldberg thing. But, yeah, I think Owens wins. I think Punk eliminates Brock. I don't know if it's going to lead... If Brock keeps the title past WrestleMania, I think it leads to maybe SummerSlam. You have a match with Punk versus Brock. And, that's how they kind of, move into those things, because...
Holy shit. Alright, we're going to go a little bit deeper on this shit. Because I have 6... Let's just make sure. Alright, I have 6 Royal Rumble matches that are on Bovada that you can bet on right now. Roman Reigns minus 180 against King Corbin plus 140 for the Falls Count Anywhere match. Becky Lynch is minus 500, Asuka's plus 300.
Yep.
Bayley is minus 200, Lacey Evans is plus 150. Bray Wyatt's minus 600, Daniel Bryan is plus 350. To win the Royal Rumble, and who do you got winning the Royal Rumble?
Owens.
Kevin Owens, right? And I have Roman Reigns, right? Are you fucking ready for this fucking shit? The favorite to win the Royal Rumble is Roman fucking Reigns by a landslide. Minus 350. Meaning you have to put down $35 to win $10. Roman Reigns is so heavily favored to win this Royal Rumble match, it's disgusting. But we're going to go through the other ones too. So, Brock Lesnar's number 2.
Yeah.
2-1 odds. 10 to win 20. Drew McIntyre, plus 450. So 9-2 odds. Cain Velasquez, 11-2 odds, plus 550. CM Punk, 6-1 odds.
Yep.
Edge, 15-2 odds, 7 plus 750. Your boy, Kevin Owens, 9-1 odds. This is a very interesting one. This is extremely interesting. Do you know who's right after Kevin Owens?
R-Truth?
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt at 15-1 odds. That's a weird one. That's a very, very weird one. Does that mean... I think he's still going to beat Daniel Bryan, but could he... Because you said there's 8 entrances left, right?
Yeah. 10, yeah.
If he's in it... I mean, yeah, getting thrown over the top rope is considered a loss, but it's not a pin or submission loss.
Yeah.
Could he be the one? I don't know. And then after that, it just comes craziness. You got Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, and Keith Lee all at 18-1 odds. Aleister Black and Braun Strowman at 25-1 odds. This, I believe he is going to be a surprise entrant. I honestly believe he will. It's John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena will be a surprise entrant for sure.
Yeah.
28-1 odds to win it all. Tyson Fury is at 30-1 odds. AJ Styles is at 33-1 odds. Ricochet 35. Tommaso Ciampa 35. Randy Orton 40-1. Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins are at 40-1. Andrade at 45. Big E at 45. The Rock is at 45-1 odds. Kofi at 50. Lars Sullivan. Is he done doing his pornos? 51 odds.
Doing any porno?
Have you not seen the rumors?
Yeah, there's also rumors that John Cena did pornos.
This one looks like it's Lars Sullivan. Adam,
do you know it's not hard to find a big muscular bald guy and be like, yeah, that looks like
this face is kind of looking like. Let's go all the way. Oh, Triple H is 70-1 odds. Walter is 70-1 odds. Bobby Lashley is 100-1. Pete Dunne is 100 to 1 odds. So is Jeff Hardy. Oh, you know what? I think we get Jeff Hardy back. All right. Are you ready for the favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble? My pick, mine even more of a favorite than Roman Reigns. Shayna Baszler is minus 500. So that's $50 to win $10. That's disgusting.
Yeah. And I think one of them...
You got Ronda Rousey, right? She is in 4th place because Charlotte Flair is 2 to 1 odds.
But I think one of them is going to be like the sure thing and I think it's probably going to be Baszler. Because number one, I don't know if Rousey's actually going to show up. But if Rousey shows up, I think she wins.
Yes.
But I think one of the 2 matches...
Rousey is 19 to 2, so plus 950.
Is going to be the definite favored person's going to win. It's probably going to be Baszler. I think number one, I think
different.
Yeah, the men's going to be different. And also, I think Brock's going to eliminate Kane because, one, Vince was really upset with the Kane thing on two fronts. One, he knew he was going to be bad in the ring because it was his first actual match.
He's still green,
but he was pissed off that Kane didn't try to get himself to not look like a fucking 40-year-old dad bod former fighter. That he didn't actually try to get himself in shape before the match.
No, you're right.
He was pissed at that. He was pissed that the match didn't look better, and I think as soon as he comes out, Brock's gonna eliminate him.
I think so. I hope so. God, I hope so.
But if there was one surprise person besides probably that's gonna eliminate Brock,
John Cena.
No, Matt Riddle.
Okay.
Because Riddle's also teasing the whole that he wants to get after Brock.
I think we're gonna get that. I just don't know if they're gonna eliminate each other, but I think they're gonna be the same ring as each other. I think Jeff Hardy comes back.
Yeah.
Any other surprise entrances that we think?
Let me think. Said probably Punk.
You said Edge, CM Punk. I'm thinking if any of the big ones, I'm gonna go with John Cena.
Well, yeah, Cena's gonna be there.
I guess I'll go with Edge because I don't believe him saying I'm not cleared to wrestle. No, Edge is cleared to wrestle. He's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
But yeah,
it's gonna set up a feud.
Women's I think Paige is gonna be in it.
Yeah,
and she's gonna come back and actually be able to wrestle for a while.
You'll probably still get Trish and Lita and all them.
Yeah.
But
I think in the men's you're
gonna get Cena. You might get Edge. Jeff Hardy for sure.
Yeah.
I think Lars Sullivan is a good pick. I think he comes back.
I think they're just because this seems to be one of the things he might show up. I think you might get a random Taker appearance.
Why not? To set up a match at WrestleMania with somebody.
Yep.
Maybe we finally get Taker versus Finn Balor.
No, I think it would be Bray. I think if Taker shows up, I think that's why Bray ends up coming in. And Bray eliminates Taker.
Or they eliminate each other.
And pisses Taker off. Like Roman and Raven accidentally eliminated Taker. And Taker flipped the fuck out. Started beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck. It's like, you motherfucker. You fucked this whole Royal Rumble up, you motherfucker. That's crazy. But here is my highlight of the Royal Rumble match. If it is as terrible as I think it's going to be, I'm calling it. I'm fucking calling it. Brock Lesnar will be the only one in the ring. It might be at number 5 or 6 or even 2. It might even be at number 2. And he is going to get the one and only, the greatest 24/7 champion, R-Truth.
He's not the champion.
Oh, he's not anymore.
Mojo's the champ.
Oh, Mojo is fuck Mojo. But R-Truth,
Mojo's a better champ because Mojo's actually I liked his little promo where he's basically saying I'm not going to be like the other champs who are running away from the fights.
Oh yeah.
If you want to fight me,
I remember that.
I'm going to be standing here waiting for you to fight.
No, don't go up there. But okay, but he is the greatest 24/7 champion ever. R-Truth
And Crash Holly was the greatest hardcore champion of all.
Raven was. R-Truth.
Crash had it more times. Crash had it like 30 times, I think.
But R-Truth.
And he carried a scale to the ring. And he was over 400 pounds, even though he was like 102.
That was funny. That was funny. But R-Truth is going to drag Paul Heyman into the ring, and he will, I guarantee it, he will throw Paul Heyman over the top rope. It's gonna happen. Yeah. I don't care. It's gonna happen, and then Lesnar will F5 him 7 times and throw him over the rope, and that's the end. But it's gonna. I want this to happen.
What if R-Truth eliminates Brock? Just on accident, it just randomly happens.
He loses his hands and handling of it, and he just touches twice. Oh my dear God! No, I honestly think, I honestly think we're gonna get R-Truth throwing Paul Heyman over the top rope, and you know what? And I like your top 4 of Kevin Owens, Joe, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins.
Just so you could get the team against each other.
But I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna go a little bit different on that. You're gonna get Joe. No, you're not gonna get Joe. You're not gonna get Joe. It's not happening. You got Rollins, you got Roman Reigns, you got Kevin Owens, and you know what? You got Kofi Kingston.
Maybe.
He was last year's wrestler. He was a champion for a while. He's gonna be top 4. If not, he'll be top 5.
I think
Kofi's going far.
The only reason I don't is because the main thing that Kofi was usually in the Rumble for was those weird spots where it's impossible to eliminate.
And he'll get another one.
But no, the reason I think he gets an easy elimination is because the person who kind of invented that spot is back in the Rumble with John Morrison.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. I kind of hope we get a little bit of a Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston in the Royal Rumble match. But
why? So Brock could kill Kofi again?
What if Kofi's the one that throws Lesnar over?
Kofi's not strong enough to throw Lesnar over. R-Truth could randomly fuck up and throw Lesnar over by accident.
Help with Big E. Okay.
You remember your girl Sarah Logan that you wanted to get pushed? She just lost on main event. Because there is nothing special about her except for she's weird.
I'm disgusted.
What do you think is special about Sarah Logan except for the fact that thinks she's a Viking and she has face paint? Name one other thing that's special about her.
She's Rowan's.
No, number one. It's not Rowan.
Rowan fight.
No,
Rowan White.
No, it's not Rowan.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric's wife.
Yeah. So then Stephanie should have been champion 1,000,000 times because she's Triple H's wife.
What about Eric Rowan versus fucking Matt Hardy, man? That was something.
No, go back. What do you think is actually special about Sarah Logan?
She just deserves...
Why?
I don't know. I thought she was going to be a good woman's superstar, but I guess.
But I thought Nikola Mirotic was going to be a good basketball player. That doesn't mean I think he should be MVP.
Okay. But wait, I want to go. What's inside the box, man? It bit Eric fucking twice. What's in it? And you said we're not going to find out, and I love that idea, but I think we're going to get a stupid idea. It's one of Bray Wyatt's puppets, isn't it?
It might be.
It's going to be the buzzer.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the buzzer. Or, I'm trying to think what the most random animal would be. Because people keep saying it's going to be a snake, but it can't be a snake because a snake bite wouldn't be an open wound like that. It would be
right.
2 little holes.
It'll be something that scratches.
It would be blood like that, but it wouldn't be a big
kitten.
Yeah,
that would be so funny. Yeah. Just a little kitten. That would be just what?
It's a possum.
That would be awesome. A possum or a raccoon. That would be fucking
great. A baby
great.
kangaroo.
It's a chupacabra.
No, want it to be a baby kangaroo?
Yes.
It's a penguin.
It's a sloth.
It's a penguin.
Just patching you like, what the fuck's going on? No, I like it. It's still going well. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe at SummerSlam.
It's Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman's unborn child.
No, it's Mae Young and Mark Henry.
The hand! It's the hand! I can actually see that happen. Alright, my name is James.
I'm Adam.
This is the Pop List, and we'll see you next week with lots of predictions for Super Bowl.
Yep.
Adios!
I'm
gonna go lose my game in Madden because I'm drunk.
And Joe Flacco's still